So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey man, I don't know why I did that, okay? I don't know what's messing up, what's doing this, okay? But what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. It's Dope Living TV Live. Let me start out by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look, tonight, let me bring Gina on. What up, girl?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm chilling, man. Look, we got a good show today, Gina. Got a damn good show today. All right? So imagine yourselves, guys. You out there, you doing your thing as a young man, young woman, and something goes left, something goes wrong, right? And you get locked up, okay? Our guest tonight, something happened. He gonna tell us about it, and he got locked up, all right? And him and I were just talking, and y'all know I try to use my curse card, so I'm gonna have 3 cards today, okay? Gina, all I gotta say is, well, let me get Mo on here first. What up, Mo?
Hey, what's happening, Mo?
I'm getting ready to use my curse card. I'm getting ready to use my curse card.
Already. We're 1 minute in, and he ready to use a curse card, Mo.
I got a curse card, okay? Because with our guests, I gotta say it like this with our guests, because think about it. Like I said, you go out there, you're doing some things as a young person, okay? You make a mistake, you get caught up, all right? 20 motherfucking years.
Damn, you used the Samuel L. Jackson curse card too.
Years.
He said he used the Samuel L. Jackson curse card.
Dude, y'all gonna have to put one of them soundboards in for me at some point, okay? I done said a lot of curse words. I'm trying to just limit them down to maybe 1 or 2 a show, okay? But 20 years, my man spent 20 years in prison, okay? And the tragedy is that he did what he did and he got in prison. But the beauty part about it is, okay, with a second chance, came out, and this brother doing his thing, okay? He came out and he's got He didn't do 1 business, he did 2 businesses. He didn't do 2, he did 3, okay? And continuously to evolve, okay? His name is Ed Hennings, man, and he's gonna share his tragedies, his triumphs, all in the effort, man, to inspire Black men to reach their dreams, in order to inspire them to, man, it can be done. Take that second chance and make the best of it, okay? Everybody say what's up to my guy, Ed Hennings. What's going on, bro?
Welcome, man.
You're on mute right now. You're on mute. Unmute.
Let me hit it. Okay, y'all. Thanks for having me. It's an honor to be on, man. I love the energy already.
Well, you gonna bring the energy, because I know you. I'm ready to hear this story.
I've already told them this gonna be a masterclass for a lot of people, because number one, it's a journey. It is a journey that, hey man, look, I'm not gonna say it again, Mo, so just chill out, okay? But 20 years, y'all. You took 20 years from being out here doing whatever you want to do, and now you in there, and what are you gonna do while you're inside? So let's go back, Ed. And again, welcome to the show. Appreciate you giving us this time, bro. So it was 1996.
Yes, sir.
You was waiting on the jury to bring down your verdict on your first-degree homicide charge. You were being charged with homicide.
Facing life.
Facing life in prison. I'm gonna let you tell the rest of it.
Man, I've said this so many times, but you know, just every time I have to say it, it's like I go back to that moment, and it's like you sitting in this holding cell, and you know, we watch TV, we watch the cop shows, we watch Law and Order. You know, people my age, you know, we go all the way back, you know, to Chips and Rockford Files and
come on,
you know, all that type of stuff, and Starsky and Hutch. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it wasn't nothing like that. Man, that stuff wasn't nothing like that stuff you see on TV, brother. I'm sitting in this holding cell, man, and I probably was praying and thinking so hard that people on the outside could hear me. You know, it was that deep for me. And I was just saying, you know, to myself, man, first of all, like a movie I watched, man, I thought to myself, like, man, I really could have been something, man. I could have done something with my life, man. Now I done threw my life away. And I said, man, you know what? God, if I get another chance, if I get a second chance, I promise you, I won't need a third. I'm going to give this thing everything in my soul if I get another chance.
Man,
and that was it.
That's what's up. So
Dang, that's all you need.
But check this out, y'all. So part of that prayer, part of that manifestation is he didn't get life, but he had to do 20 of them.
I was sentenced to 40 years by the judge. I was found guilty of first-degree reckless homicide instead of intentional. So they sent me to get sentenced, and I was facing the maximum of 40. He gave me the max, and I served 20 off of that 40.
So he got out of jail at 44, the age of 44. And what he just said about that promise he made to himself, if you give me this second chance, y'all not gonna see me in here no more. That's dead. It's over. It's over. Now, here's the good part about all of that is that, and I did, like I said, I had to look up some statistics. State records show the chances of prisoners that go back, reoffend after release, especially where he lives at, because he's in Milwaukee, okay? Reincarnation is more than 43%, all right? The surrounding county is a little bit lower, but if you look at the most recent numbers from, I'll say back in the day, it showed that 46% compared to white prisoners, which is about 36%. So think about it. It's a possibility that when he gets out, the stats say he going back in. Okay, he got a better chance of going back in and making anything out on the street. So when you got out, because you know we already know you was in. When you got out and you made that promise to yourself, how were you able to keep that promise?
I was able to keep it's this thing called momentum, right? So my 20 years, people say, man, I've been home 9 years now. I'm like, man, you did all that in 9 years. Just like very close to what you just asked me. Actually, it was 29. Don't discredit the work that was being done for that 20. When I speak to people that's in prison, I say your re-entry back into the community starts the day you got arrested. Not 3 months before you get out. Not when you walk out that door. You got a lot of things you got to work on. It's like getting ready. It's like Beyonce getting ready for a concert. She ain't just gonna start getting ready for the concert when she get on stage.
That's right.
She been rehearsing and practicing for weeks and months before that curtain go open. And that's how it is for us in prison. The sooner we can get started on changing some mindsets, changing some habits, a lot of things you gotta stop thinking like the old way you used to think, and that's not gonna happen overnight.
That's right.
So you better start working on identifying those things and start working on them. Right? If you're lazy, you better start working on that.
Say that again, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got some work to put in when you walk out that door. You know, we don't come from a lot of money.
Exactly. Come on.
So you're gonna have to put some work in. If you don't know how to discipline yourself, you got to start working on that. You got to start punishing yourself. Like I used to do little things with myself. Like, all right, I said I'm gonna go to the library, check out this book and read it. If I don't go get that book and check it out like I told myself I was gonna do, then I put myself on punishment. I don't get no gym today.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I get no gym. Those Little Debbie cream pies that I wanted to eat that night, I don't get those Little Debbie cream pies because I didn't do what I told myself I said I was going to do.
So you were your own motivational coach or accountability coach.
It was me and God. I was standing on it.
Come on, man. That's dedication. I mean, determination, dedication, and self-preservation for yourself. That's right. So that's told y'all this is gonna be a masterclass, okay? And if y'all don't listen, if you out there don't listen to this, okay? This is like for real, coming from the bottom, coming back up to the top, okay? By sheer determination, and like you said, it's God. All right. So when your first year out, you out there, you fresh out. Now you didn't learn a lot or manifested a lot inside. You gotta make that, apply that to the stuff that you learned inside. Now you gotta apply it to the outside. What was the first thing you did?
Went to grandma's house and ate.
He said, "I'm going to get some real food."
Right.
After you grew up.
Okay, so I got my barber and cosmetology license while I was in prison.
Okay.
So I got a job at a barber shop, man. So I had work release privileges my last year in. So I was in a halfway house my last year. And then I got out completely. And then I got out on a Tuesday morning. I took off that Tuesday. Wednesday, I was back at work.
I got a few pictures, man. That's my man Ed right there, trimming up nappy head right there. Trimming it up. Making old boy get fresh, it's all good. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. And you started doing that, man. And you just, was that humbling to you as you did that? Because before you got in, you was that dude, okay? But you got in, had to humble yourself, took you all the way down. Was that a humbling experience to start from that?
No, man, it was so exciting. And what humbled me was when the police lights was flashing and they put me in them cuffs and set me out on that curb. And and let people ride past and identify me as the culprit in the crime that was committed. That was more humbling than anything. So I was honored, and it was a privilege, to be free again. So I never had that mindset of, oh, I'm this. No, man, I'm so grateful to have this opportunity, just to walk free, that I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna run with this, man.
Yeah.
So what about the people you knew when you left? Were they still around? Did they welcome you back? That crowd that you hung around with before you were.
And did they support you?
20 years is a long time. So let me tell you my perspective. I knew, like I said, there's some things that I needed to change. People, places, and things. So while those barbed wire fences, those armed guards and those towers kept me in, it also kept a lot of people that I didn't need to be around with anymore out.
Facts.
Say that.
So I used those 20 years to put some space in between me and a lot of people. So I didn't write people a lot. I didn't want no letters because I knew where I was headed. My old people wasn't going. And that was something that I had to mature into, because when I was younger, if my mama told me to go to the store, I was going to get the fellas to walk with me. So I had to mature to the point where I said, you know what, man? God put me here by myself for a reason. So I have to walk this journey alone. Something that I had refused to do prior to.
There you go. Yeah.
So like I said, I was identifying the loopholes in my life that put me in the situation that I was in. And that was one of them. So I said, you know what? You got to learn how to go at it alone. And so I start going at it alone, man. I don't want no visits. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want none of that. Go ahead. I wish you all the best in the world. I really do. But this is a mission, and I got to go on it.
So how did they feel about that conversation? It's like, okay, my man's back. Okay, so we're gonna chop it up with my man's, but now you don't want to do it.
Well, at first, when you first walk out, everybody wondering, do you got a chip on your shoulder? Is you angry? Is you mad? I've let everybody know I'm not mad, man. How y'all doing? I'm glad to see y'all doing well, this, that, and the other. But, man, I've been on this mission, man. I got to keep going on this mission. We still good. Ain't no love lost, no hard feelings, no animosity. It's just Ed locked into this mission that he on. And, man, I'm going to stay on it.
But, you only take so many people with you, for a certain time. And realizing that is part of the healing. They only going to ride with you for so long. And that's right. God tell you, you're either going to put them down the road with me or we can't roll it off.
That's right.
Can you take a moment and tell us about your mission? What was it that you were plotting and planning the whole time you were there?
She said plotting.
Yeah.
So with me, you know, I'm facing life in prison. I get 40 years, all of those things. And I got to come back from this, but I don't know how. I don't know what. So I started just looking at people that faced insurmountable odds. Nelson Mandela. Start with Nelson Mandela. I did something. My man didn't even do nothing. And he came back. He came back with man, became the president. I look back at this young lady who I read in the Essence magazine. She was 14 years old. Her mother passed away, left her with her 4 siblings. She raised her 4 siblings. Now, fast forward to when I was reading her story, she was now a lawyer with her own law firm. 2 of her siblings were attorneys working in her law firm, and the other 2 younger siblings was in law school. And I said, a 14-year-old girl raised 4 kids by herself? And I said, see, that's how my story got to end. My story got to end like that. So I went on this mission, and I just started studying successful people. Everything they do, what they eat, what they sleep, what they do when they ain't working, what they doing. And I just started to get the basics of what all successful people do. And I start to incorporate that into my life.
That's right.
Soaked
That's
it in,
right.
y'all hear that? Okay?
He followed that blueprint. He followed the blueprint.
He studied. Ain't nothing wrong with studying somebody else. Where you can go. You don't have to do it like they do it. You apply what they did and make it your own. Come on, man.
I can't believe he said that. And I had that conversation with somebody today. We were talking about how, you know, and we say this all the time, bro. You have a business doing whatever. We got a podcast. It's 50 million, 1,000, 100,000 other podcasts out there, but they don't do it like us. But you follow that blueprint of success. Don't worry about what the next people are doing. Don't worry about that. You follow that blueprint. Matter of fact, if you're a successful podcast, I want to know what you did to get successful. I want to follow what you're doing. I want to know how you did it.
That's right. That's right.
Ed, I love it, Ed. I love it.
You're killing me, Ed. Okay, because I told y'all, man. We talked 5 minutes before the show before the show came on. Okay, and that 5 minutes, man, was powerful that we talked. Okay, so. All right, so we there, okay? So right after that, let me get my picture up here. Hold on. Right after you did the barbershop, I want to make sure I get this in order. That came up, all right? Yeah. You started doing trucking.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that, man. How you got to that from there, from the barbershop to that.
So I come home at 16. By the end of 17, I opened up my own barbershop. So it took me like a year to open up my first business, man. So this guy sat in my chair, man. I was cutting his hair. And he said, man, I bought me a box truck, man, and I'm doing these deliveries at night. And I'm making X amount of dollars. And I'm like, you doing what? Man, I'm standing behind this chair all day and I ain't making that kind of money. Let me see what's up with this box truck thing. So by the time he came back from to get his hair cut a couple weeks later, man, I had bought me a box truck. I was doing my research, man, and I was in the game. I said, yeah, I'm going with this box truck thing. I like this. So I was running the box truck and the barbershop together for a couple years there.
Wow. Because he listened. Just sitting up in it. And that's the other thing we talk about, that networking, okay? You don't even have to know them. I'm not going to curse no more. You don't even have to know somebody.
Yeah, I steal information all the time.
That's it.
He said, I'm an information stealer and proud of it.
Mind you, before I opened up my barbershop, I got a job at one of the top barbershops in Milwaukee. And I was only making $7.25 an hour because I didn't have any clientele.
Not yet.
He paid me minimum wage. And guess what? I got my chair right next to his. And I listened to every word that came out of his mouth.
You know what's so crazy about that, Ed? Back in the day, back in the day. The way you learned a trade was, you was a apprentice.
That's right.
You sit right next to the journeyman,
That's
and
right.
The dude, and he
That's
taught
right.
you everything, and you turned into the journeyman after a while.
That's
So
right.
we don't do that no more. Those are some of the things that we need to do in our community.
That's right. 100%.
I think though, coming from where Ed came from and the journey that he's come through, man, he got a whole different mindset now. It's like either I'm gonna sink or swim. It's either all or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on, Ed.
And a lot of people coming from behind bars don't have that kind of mentality.
Nope.
They don't. They're not preparing themselves to come back out into society. They're not, and that's why they get caught up in the same things that they went for in the first place, because that's all they know. They haven't done anything to change their life. Man, I'm telling you, Ed, your story is so magnificent, and people really should follow and mimic what you're doing, because it's you don't hear stories like that all the time. You got people who haven't even been behind bars that's not doing what you're doing.
That's what I was finna. You just hit on what you had spinning in my head, because what I realized, like I said, I'm doing the inner work, right? And what I realized with them being in prison for like 5 minutes is that I had already been to prison. I was already incarcerated in here. See, those of you who you guys probably never been in prison, so you probably, let me articulate this for you. When I walked in prison, I said, "Damn, I've been here." My mindset, my perspective, the way I seen myself in the world, the way I seen the world itself, I was already incarcerated mentally. It just took 4, 5, 6 more years for my body to catch up physically to the mental incarceration. So just like I was free 20 years later, I had been free. I had been shed that mindset. I've been shed those people. I've been freed myself from the self-esteem that was holding me back. I've been freed myself from all of that. So when I walked out, everybody's like, "You out, you out." I'm like, "I've been free."
And where your book at? Where's your book at?
Ed, you're killing me, dog. You're killing me.
I was already free, because everything that had me in shackles, I had freed myself from it. The only thing that I wasn't free from was the physical.
It was the physical. Was that atmosphere? Yeah. Oh boy, we need to write this stuff down.
How much praying did you do in there?
Man, you know what? When I prayed to God that day, when I said, "If you give me a second chance, I promise you I won't need a third," I prayed for being woke up every day. But I knew at that moment, Ed had to take action. God had answered my prayers already. He wasn't giving me nothing else. He gave me what I asked for. It was time for me to have some work with my faith.
There you go.
So I went to work.
What the Bible say, faith
without
works is dead.
So I want to show my works. I went to work. So when I tell you I was incarcerated already, let me give you an example. When I walked out of there, because before I came home, I asked a lot of questions. Man, what's going on out there? What they doing? I've been gone for 19 years at this point. They like, man, they got these phones. You can look at each other and talk on the phone, and everything moving fast. The cars is doing this, and I'm just like getting a little nervous. And then when I got to work release and I went to that barbershop, everybody in that barbershop was walking around like this. I said, "You are incarcerated, brother. You are incarcerated. You're not free.
Wow.
You think you're free, but you are locked into this thing, this mechanism, this gadget. It got you. You will never be able to compete with somebody that's going to work as hard as I'm about to work, because You're distracted.
Ooh, I can't wait till the replay.
You incarcerated. But people don't see it like that. But I did. That's what I seen. I said, oh no. You can't even free yourself from this phone or this gadget to go ahead and do the things that you need to do because it got you.
Now see,
it got you.
See, Ed, the small-minded person would look at you and say, that nigga crazy, okay? But the one that really wants to learn, I'm just saying, the one that really wants to learn is be like, man, he on to something, man. Let me listen to this brother. Because see, when his brothers come out like you, I gotta listen. Okay? Because it's a whole different mindset to me. As old as I am, it's a whole different mindset to me, okay? There's a lot of stuff that I'm still learning at the age that I am. All right, and I learned so much just a second ago. He didn't spit out some truths right here, y'all.
Ooh, for real.
I mean, it's called
the truth. If people sit and listen, they would hear what he's saying.
Yeah, it's called self-mastery. Is you trying to master yourself, right? So if it's something in your life that you can't put down, some of your life you can't stop doing, it could be food. It could be cigarettes, weed.
You're a prisoner
it could be that phone. If you say today, I'm finna get up and I'm finna go do this, and I look up and you like this, and an hour done went by, you got to stand on yourself. You got to say, you know what, man, I didn't do what I said I was gonna do.
Right.
No phone for the next 3 hours. If you can't do that, you incarcerated because you can't. You're going to penalize me if I tell you I'm going to pick you up at 3 and I don't make it till 4:30. You're going to be mad as hell. But you won't be mad at yourself for doing you like that. You said you was leaving the house at 3, but you've been on YouTube for 3 hours extra. But you didn't get mad at yourself for doing the same thing that if I do it, you ain't standing on yourself the way you're going to stand on me. And I'm the opposite. I'm going to stand on me harder than I'm going to stand on you. I'm going to give you a pass. But Ed don't get Ed no passes.
Damn, man.
You own it. Nice, man. That's 100, 110. It's about getting that bag. And if you want to get it, go get it.
Ed, you wrote a couple of books.
I did.
All right. And, like I was telling you earlier, she's an author, okay? And she does an award show called the Distinguished Authors Guild every year, all right? Matter of fact, you should. I'm going to give you the information. You should roll up there November the 7th, man, and hang out with us. She'll even give you some time on stage. Won't you, Gina?
I like how you did that.
You know. We real over here. We get slapped down, but at least it's God love. But what are your books about? I know it's the same thing, but what are your books about?
My first book is called The Answers. And, I had been home a couple years. I think it was 2019 when I started that. So I've been home about 2.5 years. I had started the barbershop, started the trucking business. I bought a house. I'm driving a Mercedes Benz. So people like, how in the hell did you do this?
Exactly.
You've been gone 20 years. It seems like you only been home 90 days, bro. And look at all this. How did you do it?
Because I ain't got it.
So I put it in the book. So I put it in the book and called it The Answers.
Okay.
Answers to those questions.
That's cool. I like that.
The handbook. What about the second book?
The second book is called The Comeback, and it's just a bunch of people that I knew their stories and their backgrounds. Young ladies that made it through domestic violence, young lady through cancer, another brother from incarceration, another brother facing, homelessness. And I said, man, these stories is what got me through my 20 years.
Thank you.
So I know these type of stories are how valuable they are. So I made sure that they got their stories out there in that book and was able to, contribute somewhere in society that says, you know what, your story helped me. And that's what I wanted to provide for other people. So that's what we did.
Dude, this is why, like I was telling them earlier, Gina Mo, I'm sitting here and I'm looking on, I think it's Friday or Saturday. I don't know what day it was. but I'm sitting here and I'm looking for something different that we needed to put out here, okay? And I ran across Ed, didn't know nothing. He wasn't even one of my friends on Facebook or nothing like that. But I ran across a post with him on it. I said, let me check this brother out. And I read his story. Then I Googled him. All right. Yeah, he can't be Googled. All right, I Googled him.
He's Googleable. He's Googleable.
He's Googleable. All right. But I read it.
I know why he's laughing, but anyway, go ahead.
The first thing I said was 20 more years? Oh, come on, man. I know guys like my brother did 3. Okay. And that was hard for me to even digest. Okay. My brother did 3. All right. I did 30 minutes, on the traffic thing. All right. But
You ain't do nothing.
I did 30 minutes.
Ed went to the bathroom longer than you was in.
Man, I wouldn't last. Hey, if they tried to send me back for 20 minutes, I wouldn't last, man.
But I said 20 years. I couldn't imagine it. Then I read on. Then I said, so he got out and did what?
Exactly.
And then I read on further. I said, he got out and did what?
Yeah.
And I know a bunch of people that was trying to do trucks and this and that, but they said, oh, no, man, I can't afford the truck, man. Okay. Dude, this is to get what you need to get legally. All right. But then I said, okay, let me finish up. Let me check this brother out. All right. He got his own work boot line.
Oh, get out.
No, I'm not getting out. I'm staying.
Wow.
Work boot line. Tell us about this work boot line because it goes to the prison. Tell us about this, please.
Yeah, it was just come from a conversation. Once again, you elevate and you be in the rooms and you have the right conversations with the right people. And my trucking business, I was running about 4 or 5 trucks at the time, and drivers was, not doing what they supposed to do. And I'm like, man, I got to find something else to do. So they was like, you ever thought about shoes? Men's shoes, because there's not a lot of men's shoe stores in the mall.
Okay.
And I was like, So, since I've been home, this 2022, I'm like, man, I'm about that grind, man. I'm about getting busy. I'm gonna work harder than you, longer than you. And and I was like, bling, the light bulb went on, a couple more conversations. I called him, look, I'm gonna start a work boot company. A work boot company? Yeah, I'm gonna start my own. I'm gonna reach for the stars. Forget a work boot store selling everybody else's boots. I'm gonna start my own boot.
Damn, son, you killing it.
And I just went for it.
Look at them styles, y'all. Look at them styles. You could wear some of them.
Nice.
You could wear some of them with some regular clothes. Let's get out of here with that, all right?
Those are nice.
Come on, man. All right, and you get them, and they're in the prisons now too, right?
Yes. So just starting October 1st, I partnered with the store here where people in prison order from. It's right here in Milwaukee. I had some conversation with them, a couple meetings, and before you know it, man, it took about a year or 2, but you stay persistent, and next thing you know, man, they called me up. They was like, "You've been approved. Your boots are in."
Nice.
Dude.
So now you got to tell me the super secret production.
We ain't gonna tell nobody.
No, it's good. It's good. When this is something, man. Google became my best friend when I got out.
Yeah, that's why he was laughing so hard.
Right. So I Google everything like, oh, let me learn about this. Because mind you, when I was cutting hair, I was selling hair weave.
Damn.
Oh. Forgot about that.
We talked about that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. So I was cutting hair and selling hair.
Give me that hair. Go sweep that up.
Yeah, so I had to Google to learn about the hair. So I learned so much about hair. I was just as much of an educator as I was selling the hair. So I was educating the ladies on what they were spending their money on because they had no idea. They was coming in asking for Brazilian hair. And I was like, sweetheart, ain't no such thing as Brazilian people. There's no hair trade in Brazil. That's just like a Brazilian print with a machine that they put in it. but it's not real Brazilian people hair. And they didn't know that.
They thought they were getting it off a Brazilian head.
Yeah, they thought they was getting real Brazil. I want that Brazilian. Like, sweetheart, that's not Brazilian. So when I started educating them, I gained their trust. So when I got into boots, I started Googling and learning. And I'm still learning, but let me tell you something. The first shipment of boots that I bought, them mugs still in the basement. And
They didn't go anywhere.
I spent a bunch of money on this. I'm gonna say I broke myself with everything I saved up to buy these boots, and they was nothing. And I'm like, this is trash. But I knew I had a good idea. I just didn't have the right product yet. I didn't have the right marketing. I just learned.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is that you kept educating yourself for it to get better, and that's what's important. A lot of people don't put all of that into. They don't put the quality in there. They want to get the money, the quantity, but they don't want to put the quality in there. And quality, I'm telling you, that's all I buy is for quality.
That's right.
When I buy something, I want to buy it once. I don't plan on going back to buy it. Oh, big item things. There's of course everyday things you're going to buy over and over. But when I buy something, I spend a lot of money on it. I expect quality, and I expect it to last some time.
Yes,
I don't want the wash and wear. Wash it one day. Wear it one day, wash it, and it's over. It's the quality. It's the quality that a lot of people look for.
Or in our case, like you get a good pair of boots, you think they're a good pair of boots. As soon as they get wet, the sole come off them bad boys.
That's right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. But here go the thing, though. Through all of that, he just said he spent all his money to try to get this last business, current business, I should say, going. He spent all his money, but the average month, dang, I keep wanting to say the words. The average person, they're gonna give up. They're gonna be like, well, hey, that's it. Yeah. You inculcated in your mind. You got the mindset that, hey, ain't no giving up. Giving up. I got a second chance. That's the whole theme of all of this, y'all. You get a second chance to do something.
That's right.
You better make the best of it, okay? Because number one, he promised to God. He made a promise to God.
That's right.
Okay. Everybody else here making these willy-nilly promises, okay? He promised to God, all right? He said, hey, God, look, you give me the second chance, I got you. Because you got me.
Yeah. Well, he had the shotgun loaded up. He had the shotgun loaded up with ideas and jobs and everything. He was ready to do it.
Man, like I said, I learned that it's a marathon, right? So when I'm studying successful people, every last one of them hit rock bottom. Every last one of them took losses. Every last one of them persevered through it. We look at Tyler Perry right now. He said it took him 7 years to sell one ticket to that thing. Nobody was coming to see that. But he kept going. So I conditioned my mind, said, that's how my journey gonna look. So when I run into adversity, I said, this part of the deal, this overnight success thing, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Please tell them again, okay? Because everybody think they entitled.
It's not happening.
I always tell them that's God's test. God's giving you the test.
Yeah. See how bad you want it.
I'm supposed to get this, okay? Yeah, you're supposed to get it, but how you gonna get it? It ain't gonna come up to you tomorrow.
No, I ain't no overnight stuff. That stuff just on the internet. It's real life.
You gonna have to. Because I got this book. It's about this thick. Seriously, okay. And I wish I had brought it with me for the show. About this thick. It has the testimony from entrepreneurs. I'm talking about these old white guys, some black guys. It got all their testimonies, how they did it. And you are absolutely right. A lot of them failed. And I'm not even gonna call it a fail. It didn't work out before they made it big. They just kept at it. Okay. That's the thing. We gotta keep grinding. All right. Yep. I don't care how you do it. Your circumstances are not who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So damn, dude. I mean, this is so inspiring, man. Okay. And when I was looking down, I wasn't ignoring you guys. Okay. I was sharing this to all of these groups that I subscribe to. All right. I didn't get a chance to finish sharing it, but I got 96 of them so far. So I got more groups that I'm going to share this to after the show is over. Okay. because we get a lot of people that watch the shows afterwards, right? And this is one of those shows that we can repeat. We can put another, you know, if we don't feel like doing our show that day, we're gonna put this one on. But you know, so now, man, you're doing everything that you're doing. How do you and do you still go back to the prisons and that you were at, and you know?
Yeah, I do, man. I try to, you know, go back to the prisons, to the schools, juvenile centers, everywhere that I'm welcome to come, man. That's, like I said, it's part of the whole purpose. It's part of that promise that I made. You know, I started doing Scared Straights type programs while I was in.
Yes.
So all of this just a continuation. I walked out the door, started speaking, mentoring, just making sure that somebody, you know, it's not easy. That's one thing that from now, looking back to when I first walked out and I started my first business, people used to be like, well, Ed got out and Ed got a business and Ed got this and Ed got that. You can do it too. And I'll be like, well, you know, physically and if you're looking at it literally, yeah, you can do it. But the mountain is high, bruh. And the higher the mountain gets, the less people gonna climb it. We all can climb the mountain, but less people are gonna climb that mountain.
And everybody's not gonna make it to the top.
That's right.
That's right. So the higher you raise that bar, you keep raising it, the number's gonna decrease.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? This is just real talk. You know, if you climbing a 3-foot hill, everybody get over that. We gonna raise it up to 300 feet. Less people. We gonna raise it to 3,000. Less people. 30,000. Less people. 300. Right. So the higher you go, the less people gonna be able to climb that.
Yeah.
So when you go to prison, you dig yourself a hole, and you got a high-ass mountain to climb.
There you go.
So don't think you're going to get out here and say, well, I'm on this podcast with y'all. I got a felony. I'm not finna be able to walk in the room and get it the way y'all going to get it.
Right.
I might have to call back 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to get it. But that's why I already done conditioned myself to understand Ed going to have to go this route. Ed not finna get it like somebody with a clean record. But a lot of people that do time, they be like, well, I don't think they did. No, man, we made those decisions and choices. We gonna have to rock with it. That's like I'm a black man. I'm not finna complain. I'm finna go in there and do it like a black man gotta do it.
That's it. That's it.
I know I'm black. I know this will come with it. This how I'm gonna have to rock.
And you did it, Ed.
It's all about the mentality. It's all about the mentality.
You came a long way from this. All right, pardon me for putting that shot up there, man, but I needed.
Don't tell me that's your mug shot. You gonna put the mug shot up there.
He said, "Pardon me." Bam.
Pardon me. All right.
But you know what? You can't forget where you came from, though. That's important.
That's right.
Put that up there so everybody can see. Okay, yeah, this is what I mean. And look at it. Look at the expression on his face, y'all. It's like, ah, damn.
You know what? It's your past now. That's the one thing you can laugh about it now because it's your past. It's behind you now.
He grinning now.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that the day of it wasn't funny.
He grinning and laughing now because that's not a selfish grin and laugh. He earned that smile.
Right.
He earned that laugh, okay? Come on, man. That 30 minutes I did in jail, that taught me a lot. That taught me to get insurance on my car. That's what it taught me. But
I love it.
Hey, man,
like
look,
I said, Greg.
it was at the time when it was the day that they was changing. They said everybody has to have insurance now. Because I was riding around without insurance. We didn't have to have it back then, okay? But now you gotta have insurance.
You hear me? It's your fault.
I go down the hill and my brakes went out. I hit a car. I mean, it's like, okay. I had a suit on, briefcase, man. The dude said, you going to jail. And everybody, all the white people across the street, like, he did it. That was him. It's his fault. I'm like, okay.
That's how I be.
30 minutes in jail taught me a lot, man. But 20 more years. Oh, but man, we are so proud of you, okay? Because of everything that you've been through, everything that you're going to do, and everything that you've given to us as well as the audience, man. Because we don't get this every day. We don't get this every day. People need to understand and people need to know in order to get to something, you got to go through something. I don't care what it is. You got to go through something. And Ed, you're a perfect example of that, bro. How do people get your shoes?
EdHenningsCO.com. EdHenningsCompany.com.
All right, I can't put it up right now, but I'm gonna make sure that people know, okay? And I'm gonna make sure some companies, and all of some people at some companies, man, they got some whack ass boots. All right, yeah. They need to get some of this. Man. They need to see some of this. Look at this black one with the lime green, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm checking that out. This one, I like that one. That one up there, right by your saluted arm there.
That elbow,
that brown, that black.
Yeah,
I like that.
Hey, Ed, you ought to make some skate boots too, man.
I was just finna say, that'd be cold right there.
Roller skates.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is amazing, Ed. Okay, because who gonna think except and I keep saying the white man. Let me stop with all of that. Okay, who gonna think of? Okay, because there's work boots out there. Remember we was talking before the show. There's work boots out there, bunch of them. Okay, but they're not Ed Hennings boots.
They don't look like his though. They look like work boots. His don't look like work boots.
Can I explain that? Right.
Do your thing,
my boots is about you being you. So that's my whole thing. Be yourself. Being you is believing in you. So many times, us as people of color, we walk into a job. We don't be ourselves. We spend 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day being somebody who we're not. We change our voice. We change our lingo. We change our walk. We change what we wear. We change totally. Now you working twice as hard. You working on the job and you working on being somebody you're not. So I'm going to relieve you of that. That thing about yourself that you like to look good sometimes. You like to go into work and feel like who you are. Instead of putting on these big old Herman and Monster boots just to fit in with these other guys that's running around the shop or out there and doing work. Like sometimes we like it. And a lot of companies that I had meetings with said, we like our boots, but they don't look like none we'll wear.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I got something I think you would like wearing. And that's where we come into play, being ourselves. We like a little sauce sometimes. That's who we are.
That's who we are. But these are so stylish, bro. These are so stylish. I wish my stuff would work right. They're so stylish. I love them, man. Look at this. I don't even need the work boots, but I might have to give me a pair of work boots, y'all. Damn. That's what's up, though. Yeah, she put it up there. Thank you, Gina. EdHennings.com is where y'all get these boots, okay? If you know a company.
No, EdHenningsCO.
Say it again.
EdHenningsCO.com. A C and a O.
Get that off of there. Get that off of there.
I got you.
CO.com. Let's go. But if you all know somebody who has a company, big company, because I'm gonna reach out to a couple of people, a big company that needs some work boots. Okay, that's PPE, personal protective equipment, or whatever you call it. All right, go to that website, reach out to this guy. Support. We don't do enough of that support. We talk about this every single day. We're gonna talk about it again. We don't do enough of supporting. We barter black. Okay, we need to make sure that we support our own, because you can't support one person and then think it's good and you don't turn around and support them back. All right, we need to support. This is something that's great, guys. All right, and if you know the story, you'll want to support even more. Okay, remember the story. 20 years. All right, that should be on your advertisement, man. 20 years. put that on the advertise. But I need a outside of the picture. If you got a flyer or something that got the boots on it, this and that, I need that so I can put put it on here every now and then on the show.
Yeah, I got you.
No charge. See how we do that, though? No charge. We advertise Ed Hennings boots, no charge, because that's my guy. All right. Ed, is it anything, man? Give you 5 minutes, man. Say what you got to say. Do what you got to do. Tell these people, man. Give them some encouragement.
Man, look, like me, I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not the most talented guy. It's some things I just figured out, and I just held myself accountable to it. I figured out that nothing beats hard work. Nothing. I'm here to tell you right now, if you can outwork anybody that's doing the same thing that you're doing, you're gonna beat them. It's just a formula. I seen Muhammad Ali do it. I seen Michael Jordan do it. I seen Kobe Bryant do it. I seen Serena and Venus do it. Everything and everybody that I ever studied that was successful, they outworked everybody in their field. I adopted that into my life, and that's how I got into work boots, because I said nobody's going to outwork me, because the light bulb went on. If you got lazy in you, if you smart, you could be really book smart. But if you lazy, you cancel out your intelligence. You can be really talented, but if you lazy gonna cancel out your talent. Wait a minute. You can even be handsome and pretty, but if you lazy, you gonna get ugly real fast. So you gotta get lazy out of your system. Start with that. You can't overcome that. That's the one thing you cannot overcome, and that's lazy. I know a lot of people that can't read and write good, but they're not lazy, and they got businesses.
Yeah.
So just understand that. Understand there's nothing that can overcome lazy. And that's just simple, tried and true. And you can Google it, you can YouTube it, you can do anything you want. You're not gonna find anybody that overcame it, because it don't exist.
Yeah. Man, that's words, y'all. That's words. I knew Gina was gonna snap. I knew she was gonna do it. I knew she was gonna do it.
You know why she's snapping?
That's the truth. He talking truth.
I know why she's snapping.
I'm so glad I'm pretty and not lazy.
$600.
Hey, when you ain't lazy, you get even prettier.
Hey, she humping too.
Ed, she pretty lazy. All right, that's what she is.
You know he lying because he's saying it to her face.
Right.
Right.
You know.
But yeah, man, look, dude. Hey, man, it has been amazing. It's been a blessing to have you on the show and holler at us, man, and let us know that journey. Okay, it's important that people understand. Okay, that ain't nothing coming to you easy. You got to work for it, and you cannot be lazy in the mind. Okay, Ed, we appreciate you coming to the show, bro.
Thanks for having me, man. It was great.
Don't go nowhere yet, Mo. You got something to say?
Man, I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the motivation. We need to make sure we can this up and get it out to the young ones, because the young ones, all they do is
I'm gonna slice this up so much, Mo. You don't understand. It's bites. It's bites.
What I'm saying is, I mean, we need to pull the gray matter moments out of this and everything, and feed it to the young ones, because the young ones, they think the only way to do it is cut across. And you already done explained. Ed already explained. The cut across don't get your number cut short. You know, you end up in the spot.
Yeah,
I love you, man.
For sure. Gina.
Yes, yeah, I'm telling you, you keep spreading that word, Ed. It needs to be heard. You know, these youngsters need to hear this. They need to hear this. You didn't waste 20-something years. You gained. You gained. But I'm not in the market for work boots. I love the work boots, the way they look. I don't need any. What I want to know is where I can get your book.
You know what? I just asked Gary about who was gonna be on the show with us tonight. I knew some more panelists. I didn't know who, but if you want a book, I got one for you for sure.
Okay, I need that book.
Right there.
That's it. She's an author. I don't know if I told you she was an author. Okay, again, she has this award show, Distinguished Authors Guild. It's in Park Forest, Illinois. You're welcome to come November the 7th.
Okay.
I think that's in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Come, hey man, if you
Yes.
come, please come. If you got an opportunity, I know you're busy, all right. But
Yeah.
Milwaukee ain't up but a hop, skip, and jump. I'm
That's
gonna remind you too. And my thing with you is this, okay? One thing that we learned today, man, is basically, okay, you cannot expect anything if you ain't focused, if you don't work hard for it, all right? Got to stay intentional, guys. You got to make sure that everything that you aspire to be, don't look for it to be given to you. Work your ass off. Make sure you get it the way it's supposed to be gotten, okay? This man spent 20 motherfucking years in prison. All right?
Samuel L. Jackson style.
20 of them, y'all. And came out as an entrepreneur. He was an entrepreneur before he came out, but came out with the entrepreneurial mindset and made it work for him, okay? And he didn't care if the job, if what he was doing didn't pay out right away, because up here, right here, he knew it was going to pay off, all right? And right now, Ed Hennings company, EdHenningsCO.com is out there. Y'all go and y'all get. Okay, I'm serious. You know a company that needs some of these, man, hit that line up, okay? Hit that link.
I have never seen any workbooks like that. Them workbooks
I'm saying, dude, let's go. It is different. It is different, all right?
Steel toe.
I kid
Yes,
you
sir.
not, man. I'm telling you, and ladies, lady electricians, lady journeymen, ladies that's out in the mills and stuff like that, y'all know how y'all be doing. Y'all be trying to match up your ribbons and your bows with your shoes, okay? There they go, right there. All right. Ed, you got any t-shirts, Ed?
Yeah, I got t-shirts and hoodies. This is one of my hoodies right here.
I was looking at that. I was like, that's pretty nice what he got on.
Let's trade up, man.
Okay.
Let's trade up. There go me right there. Let's trade up, man.
Okay, yeah, for sure, man. I got you.
I got you.
You look like you bought a medium or large.
He'll probably get his shirt. You ain't gonna get yours, Ed.
Damn, G.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened.
Look, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm just saying it. I ain't got mine yet.
We've been waiting 4 years, Ed. We ain't got
You
one
still
yet.
waiting on yours?
Yeah.
4 years. 4 years.
Hey, that's my brother. I know. I love him. That's all it matters.
We love him, but we ain't got no t-shirt.
Ed, let me tell you what had happened.
Ed, if you get your shirt before I get mine, there's gonna be some shit. I'm telling you now.
The way my printing press working, all right.
Oh my
On that note,
I'm giving you forewarning, Ed.
All right.
All right. On that note. Yeah, what you God, dog. Anyway, man, we're gonna stay in contact with you, man. Anything you need from Dope Living TV family, man, you hit me up, let me know. All right, we got you.
All right, man. It's been an honor, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, man, we got the doctor, what's her name? Carolyn, she gonna be coming on.
Dr. Carolyn Stevens.
The CEO of Life, Rachel Gary, coming on. She's gonna be hanging out with us, okay? Close out our week because our week ends on Thursday. But this was great. If you guys want to see movies on Friday from Dope Living TV, y'all let us know. Hit us up. Inboxes. You can inbox Jeannie, Mo, myself, Steve, Chris. Let us know. And we're going to see if we can make that happen, all right?
Yes.
All right. Anyway, it's Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.